Have you ever stopped to think about your money story? I'm not just talking about the numbers in your bank account or the bills on your kitchen counter. I'm talking about the story that lives deep inside of you. It's the story you tell yourself about what you deserve, what is possible for you, what money truly means in your life. This story is a powerful thing. It whispers to you when you're making a purchase. It guides you when you're thinking about your future. It can either hold you back or be the very thing that sets you free. It's a collection of all your hopes, your fears, your experiences, all woven together into a narrative that shapes every single financial decision you make. Your financial blueprint was drafted when you were just a child, watching the world and the people around you. You were a little sponge, soaking up every little thing. Did you see your parents budgeting carefully, planning for the future with calm and purpose? Or did you witness arguments and anxiety when bills arrived? These moments planted the first seeds of your financial beliefs. They became the quiet truths you held about money. If you saw your family celebrate a small windfall, joy, gratitude. They become part of our operating system. If you grew up hearing, money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that, you may have internalized scarcity that can cause a fear of spending. Think of your first memory of money. Once you've uncovered the roots of your money story, the real, beautiful work can begin. This is the moment you take the pen back into your own hand. Rewriting your inner script is a conscious act of choosing a new belief system. It starts with identifying the old, limiting beliefs that are no longer serving you. Write them down. Look at them. I'm just not good with money. Rich people are greedy. I'll always be in debt. See them for what they are, just stories. They are not facts. They are chapters from an old book that you are now ready to close for good. The next step is to challenge these old beliefs with a new, empowering truth. This is where you get to dream. For every limiting belief, write down a new, positive affirmation. I am learning to be a powerful and responsible manager of my finances. It requires daily attention. You must nurture these new beliefs. Let me tell you about Sarah. For years, Sarah's money story was one of crushing debt. It started with a student loan, a credit card for emergencies, and then another for a car repair. Before she knew it, she was trapped in a cycle of making minimum payments. Interest piling up so fast she felt like she was running on a treadmill going nowhere. Her money story was filled with the word overwhelmed. She would avoid opening her mail. Her heart would pound every time the phone rang, fearing it was another creditor. The weight of it all was affecting her sleep. The weight of it all was affecting her relationships and her joy. One day she hit her breaking point, but through the tears, a new thought emerged. A tiny spark of light. Her first step was brave. She laid it all out. She wrote down every single dollar she owed. She noted the interest rate for each debt. She researched different methods for paying down debt and chose one that felt right for her. She made a real, tangible plan. Sarah started small. She cut out her daily coffee shop visits, canceled subscriptions, sold things she no longer needed. Slowly but surely, she paid off one card, then another. With each debt she conquered, her confidence grew. Sarah's journey shows us something so incredibly important, the power of a single step. Sarah looking at a trail map. Close-up boot, taking the first step. So often we get overwhelmed by the sheer size of our goals. Getting out of debt, saving for a down payment, starting a business. We look at the summit and we feel defeated before we even begin, so we do nothing. Stuck at the bottom. Change doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens in small, consistent, intentional steps. Pack your lunch instead of buying it. Automatically transfer $10 to savings each week. Take 5 minutes to read a personal finance book. These actions might seem insignificant. They don't make headlines, but they are the building blocks of a new reality. Each step is a vote for the person you want to become. A mighty river is formed by countless tiny drops of rain. A massive stone wall is built one brick at a time. So what is one small step you can take, right now, today? Unsubscribe from one marketing email, look up your credit score, find one bill you can lower. Now, let's talk about Marcus. Marcus had a good job and made a decent income, but he lived paycheck to paycheck. His money story was one of instant gratification. If he had money, he spent it. A new gadget, a night out with friends, a weekend trip. The money flowed through his hands like water. The turning point for Marcus came during a conversation with his grandfather. His grandfather asked him a simple question. "What are you building, son?" He realized he wasn't building anything. He was just consuming. Determined to change, Marcus decided to rewrite his story from saving is deprivation to saving is freedom. He opened his very first dedicated savings account, and he gave it a name, My Freedom Fund. He set up an automatic transfer of just $50 every payday. It was a small amount, but it was a start. Watching that account grow, even by small amounts, was thrilling for Marcus. He felt a sense of pride and security he had never experienced before. He was no longer just a spender, he was a builder. He was building a foundation for his dreams. Marcus learned that true financial joy wasn't just in spending, but in the powerful, quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are taking care of your future self. Marcus's story is a beautiful illustration of a shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. The scarcity mindset is rooted in fear. It's the belief that there is a limited pie and that if someone else gets a slice, there is less for you. It tells you to hold on tightly to what you have, to fear risk, and to believe that there will never be enough. The abundance mindset, on the other hand, is rooted in trust and possibility. It's the belief that there is more than enough to go around. You see money as a form of energy that flows. It comes in and it goes out. You celebrate the success of others because you know it doesn't diminish your own chances. You see saving and investing not as losing money today, but as planting seeds for a greater harvest tomorrow. Making this shift is about changing where you place your focus. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance. Start a practice of noticing and appreciating what is already good in your life. Be grateful for the roof over your head, the food on your table, the skills you possess. This practice shifts your emotional state from one of lack to one of fullness, and from that place of fullness, you begin to attract more to be grateful for. An abundance mindset doesn't mean you will magically have millions overnight. It means you will feel wealthy regardless of your bank balance because you trust in your ability to create. You stop seeing money as the goal and start seeing it as a tool, a wonderful, powerful tool to help you build a life of purpose, joy, and contribution. Finally, I want to share the story of Maria. Maria was an incredible baker. Her friends and family always told her she should sell her amazing cakes. But Maria's money story was one of doubt. She had a steady, safe job with a regular paycheck. You're not a business person. It's too risky. What if you fail? The change for Maria began at a local farmer's market. She saw people selling homemade jams, handcrafted jewelry, homegrown vegetables. A new thought. If they can do it, why can't I? That little spark of possibility was all it took. She decided to bake 10 of her signature lemon cakes and rent a small table at the market the following weekend. She was terrified. What if no one bought her cakes? But by noon she had sold every single one. It wasn't just about the money she made. It was the validation. She went back the next weekend and the next, each time selling out. She started taking special orders. After a year of selling at the market and saving every penny of her profit, Maria had enough for a down payment to lease a small storefront. She was finally able to quit her day job and open the bakery of her dreams. Her business wasn't an overnight success. It was built one cake, one customer, and one small brave step at a time. You have heard these stories. You have seen how Sarah climbed her mountain of debt, how Marcus built a foundation for his future, and how Maria turned her passion into her profession. They are all different people, from different walks of life, with different challenges. But they all have one powerful thing in common. They decided to change their story. They are living proof that your past does not have to dictate your future. Your financial destiny is not set in stone. It doesn't matter where you are starting from today. You might be deep in debt, feeling like you're drowning. You might have nothing in savings, or a dream that feels impossibly far away. What defines you is the direction you choose to face from this moment forward. What defines you is the very next step you take. The power to change your entire life is resting within you, right now, waiting for you to claim it. So I am asking you to make a choice. Today, right now. Will you continue to live by the old stories you were handed down? The stories of lack, of fear, of I can't? Or will you decide that you are worthy of more? that you are capable of more? Will you choose to write a new story? A story of abundance, of freedom, of security, of joy? Take one small action today to seal that commitment. Open that savings account. Write down all your debts. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Read one article about investing. Take the pen. The blank page is waiting. What beautiful new chapter will you write for yourself starting today? Your future self is waiting to thank you for it.